So when the magazine screams on the cover, pregnant and divorcing, you want people to know?
No, none of that's true.
In her song Toxic, Britney Spears talks about a poisonous relationship. But despite what the tabloids say, she says that's not what her life is like with husband Kevin Federline.
Let's talk about married life.
Okay.
All right? How's your marriage?
Awesome, thank you.
Awesome.
Britney Spears and Kevin Federline will celebrate their second anniversary in September. They have a 9-month-old son, Sean Preston, and another baby on the way, which Britney chose to publicly announce on The Late Show with David Letterman.
Don't worry, Dave, it's not yours.
Well, I think that's good news for both of us. Well, we've established now that you are, in fact, pregnant. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, there you go. See, Paul?
A televised birth announcement. No surprise there, considering Mr. and Mrs. Federline have been living in front of the cameras ever since they started their relationship. And don't just blame the paparazzi. Although Britney claims she wants her privacy, she had no problem turning her relationship with Kevin into a reality show. Britney and Kevin, Chaotic, which aired on UPN.
Let's get crazy.
It's a good balance. It's like we're friends and we have good sex.
And with the Federlines feeding the very hand that bites them, it's no surprise that the marriage of a multi-millionaire pop star and a former backup dancer and aspiring rapper who left his pregnant girlfriend to be with said pop star has raised the tabloids' interest in Britney to a level she couldn't have imagined back in those Mouseketeer days.
Let me show you some magazines, okay?
Okay.
These are all current, all right? I don't have to show you them all, but we got one here. Britney moves on without Kevin. Brit's new man.
Oh, no. That's my security guard.
The final days, fed up with Kevin's lies, he's sleeping in the basement. We'll get to these individually, but basically this is the tone, that this marriage is over, there are problems in paradise, and it's not going to last.
You know what? I need to create my own magazine. These people, like, they want stories to sell, and they're very good, you know. I need to come up with my own magazine and say the real deal.
We'll set the record straight. I mean, first of all, can I, in an effort of full disclosure, when I came through the gate today, the first person I saw was Kevin.
Yeah.
So he's living here.
Oh, definitely. He's working very hard.
Living on the ground, the main floor?
Yes, of course.
There's not a basement somewhere?
He helps me. He has to. I'm emotional wreck right now.
Are you really?
Not in a bad way, just the whole, you know, I'll start laughing hysterically and then I'll just start crying. Like, just because.
So it's the hormones of the
it's
pregnancy
my
racing
hormones,
through your body.
Yeah, so it's nice to have my husband there to keep me company.
Do you get the sense, Britney, that people are rooting against this marriage? And I don't mean just the magazine editors. I mean people.
I don't really know. I don't know. If they are, then I think that's sad. I think everybody should be pro-love, you know? And I know it sounds so silly, but I feel like love conquers all. I know that sounds like, but it does.
One of the magazines asked the question on the cover. It said, can this marriage be saved? And then they went on and answered their own question and said, we hope not.
Oh, what magazine was that?
It's here somewhere, I think. Can she work it out with Kevin? We hope not.
Like I said, I try not to respond to trash.
What do you see in him? What is it about Kevin that makes you love him?
It's very simple. Women complicate everything. He's so simple. His simplicity and just, he's like a boy. He just, you know, and he cares. He cares so much, and his heart is awesome. He has a really big heart, and I love that.
Kevin has been a tabloid target himself these past few months, called everything from a freeloader to a philanderer, which he strongly denies. Recently, he's tried to do a little image makeover of his own, posing for a cleaned-up cover shot for this month's Item magazine.
Hey, Britney, beautiful couple.
The 28-year-old didn't want to be interviewed the day we visited, but he recently spoke with Access Hollywood and demoed his debut CD. In the interview, he raved about Britney.
She's so supportive. I mean, from the first time I went in and started recording about beginning of the summertime, she was there, you know. She was pregnant and everything, boy. She was right there.
And Kevin talked about how he's been misunderstood.
I have feelings and hurt and happy, sad, cry, fight, all that, everything. It's no different than nobody else.
And as for those tabloid taunts that he's a gold digger, Kevin maintains he's his own man.
I've been paying for everything out of my pocket. Everything.
And although Britney is clearly the breadwinner in this family, she's well aware just how important it is for her husband to pull his own weight.
You know, he has children now that he, you know, with me, that he wants to support and not just let it be all me. You know, he's a man. And so I think it's very important to him that he is doing his own thing.
Do you think there's a sense out there, Britney, that some people who love you and have watched you grow up, go through the pop princess years and into young adulthood, get some feeling that he's not good enough for you?
Oh, that would hurt me for anybody to say that. You know, that would be horrible for someone to say that, because I love him and that's all that matters.
So if there's a headline to come out of the marriage portion of this interview, it is that you're happy and there is no end in sight to this marriage.
No. Mm-mm.
You look at me sometimes when I say things like that, almost like a little puppy dog, like it.
No, because I say it because I just feel for him, you know, because he's a man and he has to, you know, he's trying to work and do his thing, and I feel bad for him.
Well, how does it affect him when he hears about this? When he hears everybody, you know, predicting that this marriage is over, that he's living in the basement, that he's on the way out.
I makes me want to cry. That hurts me for him.
What hurts Britney most is the accusation that she's not a good mother. Coming up, she explains why she was visited by authorities checking on the welfare of her baby and talks about those so-called mommy mistakes. But first, Britney responds to something else that people are saying about her.
They started saying maybe she's a little bit of a redneck.
I think that's just cruel, but I just, you know, I feel like when you put labels on people like that and you do that, at the end of the day, they're just words.
When we return with Britney Spears speaking out.